There is a story about two young fish swimming in a pond. One day, an older fish passed them by and said, "Good morning, how's the water?" The first fish looked at the other one and said, "What is water?" Problems are like water. When it comes to work, relationships, wealth, health, or anything else, many of us are like the fish. We don't realize that there are problems in the first place because we're just so accustomed to the status quo. Things are going fine the way they are now, right? Why fix it? Then there are others who know there is a problem, but they will resign themselves to it. Just like we resign ourselves to the weather. Look, it's very hot outside or it's raining outside. What can I do about it? A third type of people know that this is a terrible problem, but they will do just the bare minimum to sweep it under the carpet. For instance, if they see the kitchen is on fire, they will just go and put out that fire. There is a fourth rare breed of people who won't just look at solving a problem, but they will also look at preventing it. These are the real types of firefighters who won't just put out the fire in the kitchen, but they will try to figure out where the fire originated from. And then they will bring their and others' attentions to it. Hey, what we saw was just a symptom of the problem. This is the actual problem that needs to be solved. Jiddu Krishnamurti said, "The approach matters more than the problem itself. Upon the seeker depends what he finds." End quote. I'm also reminded of the slow elevator anecdote. In a commercial building, the elevator was really slow, but the landlord refused to do anything about it until a few tenants threatened to not renew their contracts. Now the problem could no longer be swept under the rug. Conventional approaches to solve this problem would be to install a new elevator or at least upgrade the motor or algorithm. But all these were time consuming and costly solutions. The building managers, when presented with this problem, came up with a very novel solution: install mirrors beside the elevators on every floor. And voila, the number of complaints drastically dropped because the people who were waiting lost track of time while looking at the thing they find most fascinating themselves. Had they not been able to figure out what the actual problem was, which was not that the lift was slow, but that the people hated waiting, the building managers would not have come up with such a smart solution. Of course, there are instances when the hard steps have to be taken no matter how expensive they are, because the problem is of that magnitude. But in most cases, we can't figure out what the real problem is because we keep running away from it. And until we cannot understand the problem, we cannot see it for what it is, we will keep treating problems as things to avoid, as things to sweep under the carpet, rather than opportunities to transform ourselves and maybe the world in the process. The solutions you find depends upon the approaches you take to solve a problem. And until next time, namaste.